Ladies, we are here tonight on the show, and tonight we got some NFL sports stuff basically here tonight on a Thursday. So Tyreek Hill making some news today, man, saying that he said when his current deal with the Miami Dolphins expires, he plans to retire. He said, "I want to get into the business side of stuff." I don't know if he refers like getting into like commentating or like working for ESPN or Fox Sports. I don't know, but he would. I think he's only what 28, 29. He would only be 31. I think in 2025 when his current deal with Miami expires. But that's pretty damn interesting, right? Especially with all that speed. I think Deshaun Jackson, right? He played like what 15 years, and I think a lot of it had to do with all that speed he had in his 30s. He was still faster than a lot of the guys of how fast he was. So pretty crazy to see that this guy's going to retire possibly in the next few years, man. But he could be saying that right now, and then when the deal expires, he could change his mind and want to continue to play. I mean, you never know. Um, so we'll see what happens, man. Um, so he would have, I think he would have, so he would have this year, 2023, next year, and then I think the 2025 after the season. So we're talking about the 2025 season. So at least 3 more years for him. But we'll see what happens. Let's see what else is going on today, man. Let's see other stuff going on. Let's see. Texans defensive lineman Rashawn Green went to the Chicago Bears. So the Bears adding another player to that defense. So Pittsburgh linebacker Suri Vosas-Dennis, who hurt his ankle in the Senior Bowl, he said he will not. He said he's let's see here. I guess he's ready to go for the draft. So good to know, man. Good to know. Linebacker Suri Vosas-Dennis from Pittsburgh is ready to go for the draft, man. Not a lot of news today. The last 2 days has been kind of quiet. Although you did hear that one rumor going around that now the Patriots could move up and draft Anthony Richardson from Florida. They said they were shopping Mac Jones a few weeks ago during the free agency, and they said that they could be thinking about moving up. So a lot of teams are rumored up. You know, you heard the Raiders; they could be interested in moving up for Anthony Richardson. Now you're hearing the Patriots, which is crazy because the Patriots just drafted what like 2-3 years ago they just drafted Mac Jones. I think it was in 2021, and now they're ready to move on from him already. Jesus Christ, that is crazy, man. But we'll see what happens. But a lot of teams are starting to rumored up to potentially move up for Anthony Richardson, whether it's the Raiders, the Patriots. We'll see what happens, man. Yesterday, Drew Rosenhaus says he thinks the Colts should try to get Lamar Jackson. He said if you went out and got Carson Wentz for a first-round pick, and then you also went out and got Matt Ryan, you should look into getting Lamar Jackson. But I think the Colts said they're more interested in drafting Will Levis. So we'll see what happens, man. All these damn rumors going around, man. Mark Cuban talking about that he does want to keep Kyrie Irving. It's a top priority this summer, but also he's not. If he asks for way too much money, he says there's always too high of a price that I'm not willing to pay. And he says we must get Luka Doncic's long-term loyalty. So maybe perhaps talking about also a long-term extension for Luka Doncic. So we'll see, man. So basically they're trying to build their team around Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic, like I said. But they have to add more. They have to add more defensive pieces, man. Because neither Luka or Kyrie defend. I'm still not sure if that's the right thing to do. Like, I don't know, man. I don't even know. Maybe just let Kyrie Irving walk away in free agency, and maybe just load up the team with like more like 3-and-D guys. I think I already talked about this in the past. Guys who can shoot but also can play defense. Also like a rim protector. But we'll see what happens. Let's see here. What a game last night. You know, Lakers and the Clippers, man. LeBron James had a really bad first half, but then he really redeemed himself with I think he only had 3 points in the first half, but then he had 30 in the second half, finishing with 33. He really redeemed himself in that second half. And I don't know what the hell happened to LeBron. I don't know if he was tired from playing the night before versus Utah and they had to play overtime. But he definitely played better in the second half, scoring 30 points. He played so bad in the first half, only 3 points, and he played fantastic in the second half with 30 points. Anthony Davis could have played better, 17-11. He could have played a little bit better, but he wasn't that bad. Austin Reeves, 20. D'Angelo Russell, 15. The problem was, Paul George didn't play, but a freaking Norman Powell went off the bench with 27 points, man. Russell Westbrook, man, he got off to a very hot start. I think he scored like 11 points in the first half, but then he cooled off in the second half and only scored 3 points. He barely played in that second half, but it looked like Russell Westbrook was going to potentially go off tonight for a bunch of points. But then it was just, I think, the motivation and like the adrenaline kicked in that first quarter. It's like I said, he cooled off, only like 3 points in the second half. But he scored 14 points, but mostly 11 of those 14 coming in the second half. And then Kawhi Leonard, 25 points. Zubac, 17 and 11. See, that's a problem. Zubac actually had a better stat line than Anthony Davis. Zubac had 17 points, 13 rebounds. Anthony Davis had 17 points, 11 rebounds, man. But the Lakers were playing catch-up most of the night, man. They kind of tried to get back into it in the second half. But like I said, LeBron was really bad in this game in the first half, only 3 points. He got on track in the second half, but they were playing catch-up the whole time, man. They really were. But maybe if Anthony Davis, if LeBron would have played better in the first half, Anthony Davis would have maybe scored instead of 17, maybe at least 25, or maybe even 30. They would have had a better chance. But anyways, like they lose it 125-118. Clippers win it. So let's move on, man. Let's move on, man. The Mets are already thinking about calling up their catcher, Francisco Alvarez, who's supposed to be a really good catcher, one of the top prospects when it comes to catchers. So we'll see about the Mets calling him up. He could potentially be really good for the Mets, man, if they do call him up. Man, a lot of rains out, man. So many teams getting rained out in Major League Baseball tonight, man. It is crazy the amount of rainouts, man. Like I said, these fucking like I said, they should maybe just play the freaking season like in the West Coast or like in dome stadiums, and then maybe wait until like the end of April or start of May to play in these like in the East Coast and like the Midwest, because so much snow, so much rain delays. I think tonight, man, a bunch of games got postponed. It's just crazy right now, man, what's going on, man. Red Sox beat the Tigers 6-3. Blue Jays beat the Royals 6-3 as well. Giants beat the White Sox 16-6. Jesus Christ. Rockies beat the Nationals 1-0. And then the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, Braves, Padres will play later on tonight. But like there was like 4 to 5 rain delays, man. It's just unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. All these damn rain delays. I think baseball's got to figure out a way to push the schedule back to maybe, like I said, try to have as many West Coast games or as many games where there's a roof. And then, as we get into, late April, early May, then you have, maybe something, damn too many rain delays. And they got to keep playing day games too, because it's too cold to play at night. At least you have the sun during the day to warm you up a little bit. But anyways, we'll see what they do. Let's see if there's more news over here, ladies and gentlemen. Tiger Woods is 74 at the Masters right now. That is his score, so he still hopefully can do something. So we'll see if Tiger Woods will keep it started today. Today was the first day. We'll see how that goes for Tiger Woods. Let's see here. Let's see here, man. I think that's about it. I think there's what happened here. Minor league rips Fernando Tatis as a cheater after Padres star home runs. Padres and Fernando Tatis said he expects face penalty of virtual from opposing players and fans in 2023 because of his positive test. Oh, he used steroids. Oh, so they're gonna be like maybe hitting him on purpose. Maybe pitchers are gonna be trying to hit him on purpose potentially because they think he's a cheater. Okay, now I get it now. What is this going on right here? I think we're done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, holla.